Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. About 2 years ago on this channel, I made a video talking about Schwab money market funds, the different fund options, how they worked, and as you can see by the countless comments that were left on this video, this is a hot topic, something that y'all seem to really appreciate. And so today, I'm going to be making that same video, but for Vanguard. Now make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video, as I'll point out a couple things that you must know before purchasing these funds. But first, why are we talking about Vanguard of all the different brokers? This is the big reason on your screen right now. They say that 100% of their money market funds outperformed their peers. In addition to this, they talk about the fact that their expense ratios are about 60% lower than average. Now, this is kind of deceptive because part of the reason that their funds return more is likely just the fact that their expense ratio is lower. But nonetheless, this is the reason that we're talking about this in today's video. So let's go ahead and have a look at the money market funds available on Vanguard. You can see we have a variety of them ranging anywhere from 2.19% all the way up to 3.61% on their yield. Now to the right of the screen, you see the expense ratio. In my opinion, for these types of funds, I don't pay any attention to the expense ratio because it's already cooked in to the 7-day SEC yield. So you really don't need to know what the expense ratio is. You just need to know what it's returning, including that expense ratio. Now, another important aspect of these money market funds is that they're all taxed a little bit differently. One key thing that you're going to want to look into before purchasing any of these is it taxed at the state level, at the federal level, at both levels, at neither level? It really varies fund to fund. For example, VUSXX, which is the Treasury Money Market Fund that we'll have a little bit of a deeper look into in just a minute, contains all U.S. Treasuries. Therefore, it is not subject to state tax. In comparison to this, these bottom three funds you might notice have a lot lower yield, but they're actually exempt from both federal and state tax. This means if you're in a high tax bracket, even though these three funds are returning significantly less, you could actually end up putting more in your pocket because they're not taxed. One other key difference that I want to point out between Vanguard and Schwab is this number right here, with the initial investment being only $3,000. This is a lot different from Schwab, in which some of them had a $0 investment minimum, but also some of them had a $1 million investment minimum. So this might not be the best option if you only have a kid that wants to invest, say, $500, but you also don't have to be a millionaire to throw your money in these. So like I said, let's have a closer look at VUSXX. This is the highest yielding of the bunch and likely the most popular of the money market funds here on Vanguard. Now this is a little comparison showing the returns on VUSXX compared to the Treasury fund average. And as you can see, they do back up their claim of returning a higher yield than the average fund, both recently and since inception. So how are they doing that? Well, you can see there's a 95.5% split of US Treasuries and about 4.5% of US government obligations, which is basically just a bigger bucket that involves Treasuries in it. So they're not really doing anything special compared to these other money market funds. And that's why at the beginning I said a big difference in between these funds and the others is simply the fact that they have lower fees. Therefore, your yield is going to be higher. One crucial thing to keep in mind with all of these, however, is that we're still in a fairly special time in terms of money market fund returns. Although we're no longer in the heyday of over 4% returns. For example, with VUSXX, the 10-year return is just 2.25%. Meanwhile, we're still sitting over 3.5%. Again, showing that these funds may not perform the way that they are right now forever. Now, for those of you that are completely new to money market funds, welcome to the game. Let me explain a little bit of the basics and some things that you should certainly know before you try purchasing them. Now, these funds do not trade like an ETF where you can buy them at any point in the market and you watch their price go up and down. Instead, the price will always be $1 per share, and that will never vary. What does vary is the dividend that's paid out, in this case, on the last day of the month by Vanguard. Now, that dividend is the yield number that I was showing you earlier. Again, that's paid out once a month, and you're never going to see your share price change. One other key aspect that can be forgotten by beginners is the fact that you can't buy these during the market day. Purchases and sales of money market funds only happen at the close of the market and only on business days. So if you're trying to buy this on a weekend or you just put in a purchase order and you're wondering why it's not working, hopefully that helps. Those of you that have watched our videos a lot know that I honestly am not huge on worrying about these funds being backed up. In my opinion, if we start having large-scale fund or broker failures, there's going to be a lot bigger issues than you getting your money back. But just so you know, these are not covered by the FDIC. Instead, they're covered by the SIPC. Now, the SIPC does have a website if you want to have a look at what it is and how it works. But the important part for you is the fact that your money will be covered up to $500,000 in your brokerage account. I hope you did go on to enjoy today's video. Make sure to leave any comments or questions you have in the comment section down below. Like the video while you're down there, and we'll see you in the next one.